you've been wanting to talk about since episode 1. March Madness is finally here.
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk about that. I've been wanting to talk about college ball in general.
This is true.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You're not behind home plate. You can't change it. If I could go back, I would make it a ball,
The guy that
everybody wins,
the guy that really needs to grow up is filthy communist Jeff Pisano.
I thought you were about to say
Adebayo had his 83-point game last week.
Good for him. Anyways.
That's honestly this might be the quickest somebody has moved off of basically setting the NBA record for most points. What an absolute baby back
whistleblower.
Yeah, that.
So he was traded.
Wait, hold on. Make the announcement.
Breaking news. Max Crosby was traded to the Ravens
for
2 first-round picks.
What?
Breaking news.
No way.
The Ravens back out of the deal.
And
Do you?
Nope.
Really?
I mean, who
I
does?
know. I know what you're gonna love is a
I
lot of
know a
the
lot.
news we're talking about today.
We got actually a lot, dude. There's been a lot of news unfolding the last 3 weeks.
Nate, bring us in. Bring us in. Where are we at? What are we
Where
doing?
at, Nate?
what are we doing? Why am I the one?
Fine, I'll do it. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. This is top of the morning to you.
Hip of the cap.
The one I'm not wearing, ironically, in 30 episodes, I chose not to wear a hat today. But I
love it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lucky day. We've got some good stuff to talk about. Maybe this luck will carry into what starts this week. You've been wanting to talk about since episode 1. March Madness is finally here.
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk about that. I've been wanting to talk about college ball in general.
This is true.
It was mainly about football at the start because that was really when
Talked
football
about it
started.
week 1 and then
that was
episode 19.
That was it. And that was a little frustrating. Whatever. Totally fine. Not like it was the best college football season of all time. Who cares? Forget about it.
We can get a little unanimous complaint box. I mean,
yeah, and trust me, there should already be one. But whatever. Let's talk basketball. It's March, baby.
Yeah, and it's fun. and not to push it off any further, but I know we'll probably conclude with the college part of it. But don't worry.
What?
We will not close this out.
We're only talking about the basketball part of it?
Yeah, I was going to say, what other than the college part, what's March Madness?
Well, no, I'm just saying we're going to start with actual NBA basketball, and then
We have NBA news? Oh.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, we do.
What are we talking about?
There's a few. But don't worry.
I thought there was only one.
Don't worry. It's all good. Like I said, we've got a lot of news, so we'll start with NBA. We'll close out with March Madness. And like I said, I'm hoping, I know you didn't do your research, but I'm thinking we won't end this on a blown call. And maybe we should start there. How about the USA?
It was at his knee in the front of the plate, and that's where strikes and balls are called.
Anybody complaining about this is not truly a seam head.
I will say,
ball.
Grow up.
I will say,
grow up.
Watching it on the initial throw, I thought it was a walk. But then after seeing other angles and everything after the game, I was like, okay.
People got to remember.
Guys, here's the thing. We're American. If we could change it, we would. We'd go back. We'd make it a ball, and we'd still win the game.
Strikes and balls are called at the front of the plate.
That too.
Not at the back. That's where people are getting thrown off. Because at the front of the plate, it was still at his knee. That pitch was nasty, by the way.
It was.
And how much it dropped from the front to the back part of the plate, insane. But
regardless, though, can't take it back.
Here's the other thing.
What are you gonna do?
You're gonna really sit here and tell us that whatever they're called, what the heck is the Dominican Republic? You're gonna tell me
that's what they're called.
What the heck's kilometer?
Oh yeah.
They had 4 other opportunities with runners in scoring position, with 2 or less outs to knock in runners.
They got gun shy.
Couldn't take advantage of it.
And
what's to say you would have done it that time?
Well, and tell me though, Nate, because I know now in terms of where the seam head is measured, I think you're a little bit above me. So when I forget who the batter was again, it was Perdomo.
Yeah,
Perdomo.
Perdomo.
Yeah, Perdomo.
Yeah.
So when he starts to bend down a little bit, doesn't the strike zone also move with that, or it stays no matter what? Because wasn't he kind of crouching a little bit there?
I don't believe so. But
I'm just asking.
That's also like a big part of like the whole automatic ball strike system that they're talking about. Like, what is truly the strike zone? Is it knee to chest? Is it, outside edge of plate, inside edge? Like, I've seen a lot of argument about what actually is considered the strike zone.
The problem is the strike zone is whoever's behind home plate.
Well, that too,
at this point. Because this guy, I would say it's what we were talking Little League.
Yeah.
Should be from knee
I
up
would
to
agree.
I forget how high it goes up, but chestish area.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but like then the argument's sake is like, well, a guy like Altuve, do you have to pitch in the dirt for it to count as a strike? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I listen. I
got to benefit from that in third grade Little League ball all day.
Same here. I'm not an ump. I'm glad I'm not
Same.
mainly because they're losing their jobs.
In a way,
they will soon. Give it 5 years.
Yeah.
Manfred will do anything to get rid of them. You watch.
If Angel Hernandez is forced to retire.
But at any rate, anybody complaining about it, grow up. Grow up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You're not behind home plate. You can't change it. If I could go back, I would make it a ball, everybody wins,
The guy that really needs to grow up is filthy communist Jeff Passan.
I thought you were about to say Phil Collins.
I thought you were going to say Juan Soto.
I'm going to get into that next. But Jeff Passan.
Nate, take it away. Designated hater.
Designated
Why
hater.
What's with
anti-American, because he was glazing the crap about how that was a ball and how it was a terrible way to end the game. And blah. He wrote a whole
Jeff
article
Passan,
about
grow
this.
up.
That's what I'm saying.
Grow up. What a baby.
That's what I'm saying.
What a baby. I mean, baseball's been called that way for a century.
Jeff Passan is no longer an American. When I am president, I'm shipping him to Canada for $1 and future considerations.
Can I be like a cabinet member when you're president?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking chief of staff.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
We could definitely do this in the Oval Office. We could.
That'd be awesome.
I would recommend it. I would require it as chief of staff.
Yeah. All right.
keep glazing Ohtani, Jeff. That's the one thing you're good at. So keep meat grinding his
At any rate,
dong.
it was still a good game, I thought, right?
It was.
I would say so.
Electric.
Last night was a good game too. I don't know if you guys watched the Italy-Japan one.
No, I didn't get a chance. I think it was in the morning.
Japan. Sorry, Italy. Was it Italy-Japan?
It was Italy.
Venezuela.
Duh. That was a good. It was a good game. It was back and forth until the very end, and then I forget I almost used a derogative Italian term there, but the Italian guy. It
was
basically Maduro versus Luigi.
Yeah, that guy was on the mound, and he was awful. I think he let in like 3 or 4 earned runs in the 7th, dude. It was such a blow up job. Oh man, what are you gonna do?
Mia.
It's a fun game though. Fun game.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was really it. I know we're watching the USA-Venezuela game right now, just over in the corner here. So if you see us just doing this or looking up, that's kind of what we're staring at here.
Yeah, if you hear me mumble bum, it's because somebody on the USA messed up.
I was going to say, it's probably because Aaron Judge dropped it or ground it out or something.
Bryce Harper's been trash. Get him off the team.
He is trash.
He is
Get a real
trash.
first baseman.
Yeah.
Never mind. Mike Bush, but he's not on the team.
No.
But he's the real first baseman.
I know. I thought he was... I would argue one of the better
Alonso, maybe? Would Pete
Polar Bear over Harper?
I would. Yeah, right now.
Right now, yeah, probably. Yeah. Fair.
I would definitely right
That's
now.
fair. Hey, can I just ask the question? So, I mean, we kind of breezed over it in the group chat, but is this the most patriotic year of all time? Something with the Olympics going on, the World Baseball Classic following up right away.
I just want to say,
so patriotic.
We're the first country to ever sweep the hockey gold for men's, women's, and paraplegic. First country to ever sweep whatever it is. Paramedic. Paramedic.
Hockey
whatever
from the
word.
neck down.
Whatever the word is. Paralyzed.
Wait.
Point is, all 3 stages of Olympic hockey we won. In Canada, is there 4?
Well, what about the Special Olympics?
I don't know if those are hockey for that.
That would be
That's
fun.
the one I was referring to.
That one definitely.
Wait a
has
minute. That's
to happen.
not
paralyzed.
No, we're talking the Paralympics are the ones without the limbs. The Paralympics are the ones with no limbs, and the Special
gotcha.
Olympics are the ones with
I gotcha.
special needs.
They don't really.
There's nothing physically wrong with
I wish you two had a mic right now. Oh my god.
Oh man,
They don't build like a stadium.
cut.
brutal, brutal.
We're digging in here, boy.
Strap in, boys. It's just the beginning.
Bum.
Oh, what a bum.
Okay.
Man.
Regardless,
Yeah, take
of
it.
all those three,
Bring it
we're the
home.
only country to win all three in a given year, and Canada is the first one to lose all three in a given year.
Are they not running it? How is there not 4? Are they not running the women's on the?
I
Women's
thought it was
wait, what?
technically.
The Paralympic team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You shortened it a little bit, I think, but
Maybe. Yeah, that one.
yeah, the Paralympic team.
Do they not do a women's one?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I
Because
don't.
that doesn't seem like a sweep to me. If there's still ladies out there,
I don't think they do.
Missing legs.
For the Paralympics for hockey?
Yeah.
For women's? I don't think there was enough,
There's not.
enough
We can make that happen.
of those types.
Now here's the question:
that
So then
Is
it
there
is
not
a
enough
sweep.
women hockey players, or are there not enough women without legs?
Yes.
They still have legs. They still have
I
legs.
mean, not
they just
all,
don't work.
not all of them.
Yeah,
do,
but
to be fair.
but like a lot of them don't have legs. Or
Nick's right.
there's something wrong with the. Listen, let's get off of the specifics here. Point I'm asking is: are there more hockey women or paralyzed women?
Well, there's probably more
Insane.
hockey
We
We
women.
should probably move this conversation.
There's
Insane
probably
episode.
if I'm a betting man, I'd probably go with there's more
So
hockey women.
my theory, such that it is that the reason there is no Paralympic women's hockey team is that there's not a lot of women hockey players, not that there's not a lot of women paralyzed. Let's go on, guys.
You did this to yourself, man.
I really did.
So
Somebody
We did
save me.
You're fine. We did it.
I'm just
Save
hosting.
me.
I'm just
he
hosting.
started it.
I
He
started
started
it. You finished
Did you
it.
Did you have anything else you wanted to hit home with? Real
I was
quick,
just trying
or
to be
are we rounding
patriotic.
third? Are we already at home?
I was
Not-
trying to be patriotic.
Not hockey related, no.
Okay. Okay.
We could go back to Juan Soto.
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah. Do that real quick, and then we'll go to NBA.
So this guy, so back to World Baseball Classic, bro. Literally after losing, says after the game we showed who was the best team in the world at baseball. I was like, yeah, us.
Yeah, but
What does he say? Like such a
what is it about losing to America that makes everybody want to claim they're the
Your
best
mic
at their sport?
in order, bro.
I did. It is. I think you just need to tighten the thing. The other one.
This one
Nope. The bigger one. The
bigger one?
The very big one in the middle.
in the middle.
Other way. Go down the stick. Go down the shaft.
How we doing,
I
America?
did.
Here,
That's the first one I did.
No, the other
How
one.
we doing, people?
The one on the other side. The other side.
everybody having a good work week.
There you go. There you go. Nate's
from me,
handling the
myself.
shaft real quick. We got some technical
Who
difficulties.
you guys taking in the tournament? I'm having a conversation
Not
with the
Team
people.
USA.
That's fine.
Right
Take it
now.
away. Sorry, we're
You
good.
guys were busy,
I just
so-
I just was
Nolan
looking.
McLean is an
Oh
anti-American
my
pig.
god! We needed.
Scum.
Who's their current leader?
I have added Nolan
Venezuela?
McLean to the list.
I guess
who
it's
is next in
technically
line
Donald,
behind
isn't it?
Maduro?
I think,
Get him out now.
Nolan McLean is
Get-
joining Jeff Passan.
Bomb him now.
I agree.
Do something.
all right. So anyway, the NBA, huh? Hey,
There's oil in Venezuela.
speaking of bombs, this isn't gonna go bang, but it might go bam because Adebayo had his
yeah.
83-point game last week.
Good
when
for him. Anyways,
That's honestly this might be the quickest somebody has moved off of like basically setting the NBA record for most points. This is as fast as we've ever moved off a record like that. I love it.
yeah.
Rightfully so. It's Bam.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
nobody was. Everybody was out for Miami except for Bam. So
I know.
Like, not that impressive, Mickey Mouse.
It's Mickey Mouse. Plus, they were trying to like force his hand to get the record, or AKA like the real record. Let's be honest.
who cares?
here.
I mean, yeah. How else are you
don't
gonna
know.
do it? How else are you gonna? I mean,
You're right, but like,
It was unethical basketball.
yeah.
speak for yourself. I
No,
mean, I don't know.
Honestly, though, it's like Will Chamberlain is back on top.
It's good for Wilt.
It's great for Will.
He's back on top.
Yes.
He's never left.
Well,
people-
there's a big argument
Yeah.
that said he never did it in the first place.
And that argument is still relevant. I'm just saying.
Listen, if the argument is between Kobe and Wilt, there's an argument. If it's Wilt and Bam,
Yeah.
it's Wilt. What are we talking about? Move on. You know I'm not wrong. You know I'm not wrong.
You're right.
Who's looking back? Okay, let's just picture. Close your eyes and picture with me. Mount Rushmore of basketball players.
Yeah.
I could see Wilt on there. I could even see Kobe on there. Where's Bam?
Well, they didn't finish, right? They only did 4 heads, and then they
Bam
were like,
is-
"Yeah, we're
Might
good."
not even be in the Mount Rushmore of Miami.
Bam's
Heat.
not even in the Canadian Rockies. What are we talking about here? Bam
Hey,
is.
He's not on the
There's
Miami.
still time.
He's
There's
not
still
on the
time.
Miami Heat Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. So whatever. We're moving on. It was a fake number, fake game. He doesn't deserve it.
Listen, I would disagree with
That's
that.
wild.
I
He doesn't
congratulate
deserve it.
Bam Adebayo on.
Good for him, but it was Mickey Mouse.
Unethical basketball.
Say what
Yes.
you will, man. The guy came into the league as a defensive player. I mean, not much.
And he's still barely a defensive player.
Rhetorical question. How many points did he score from free throws?
36.
Yeah.
So
Unethical basketball.
if you're gonna hack a Shaq, I'm just saying. I mean, at least he was making them.
Yeah, okay,
Good
fair
for
enough.
him. Still, Mickey
Mickey
Mouse.
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse for sure.
Mickey Mouse.
100%.
I'm not going to lie to you, Brandon. I'm making maybe 3 of them, but I think in a competitive NBA setting, I could get fouled 30 times.
I mean, listen.
With the
I
way- with
I
the-
admire
I
you
could
saying you'd only
absolutely-
make 3,
With
but
the way Shea throws his body around and
I-
gets a bajillion free throws a night, absolutely.
I can
but
fall
why doesn't he have 83
very
then? I'm
good.
just saying.
I can flop very good.
Because he's a Mickey Mouse basketball player. He's a fraud.
Yeah.
Well, okay, all right. Well, I'll give Bam.
Shea also has, a super team to work with.
No.
I guess that's fair. I'll give Bam his flowers.
No,
you guys
I'm
are
not.
talking about Mickey Mouse. You're talking
No.
about
It's Mickey Mouse.
It's Mickey Mouse.
it's Mickey Mouse.
I'm
That's
not
fine.
giving him
I'm
And
not
I get
giving
it.
him flowers.
I get it. Listen,
No flowers.
My man.
Mickey Mouse might belong to Magic Kingdom, but we're not going to talk about the Kingdom. We're going to talk about Magic City.
God, that they should have brought the Scrippies out. That's so
Well, they were
stupid
never going to
did.
do that to begin with.
No, but they were.
What are you even talking about?
You don't
So-
know Magic City.
let me explain this to you, Nate.
Do you
because-
like wings, Nate?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me set this up for
I'm
Nate.
setting
okay?
it up perfectly.
Yeah, you are. So the Atlanta Hawks.
It's just
had-
a wings place.
About a month ago, decided they were going to do a cultural institution for Atlanta. They're going to do some iconic places,
Be
and they
like
were going to honor.
Portillo's.
Yeah, they were going to honor last. It's 316. Yeah, it was supposed to be last night's game against the Orlando Magic. Right, everything was supposed to be perfect. Magic City is a strip club in Atlanta.
But-
this
but
is the place
hold
where like
on,
James
hold
Harden
on,
was going at
hold
the
on.
bubble.
This is where I have to push back. It is a wing
it's a wing
place
joint.
with titties.
Yeah.
It's what are we doing? It's always been a wing place first and then the titties. And that was always what they were celebrating. They were celebrating how good and juicy and tender and large those wings are.
They were such good wings, Nate. They were named after Lou Williams. So
And also they had titties at
We're
this
naming
place.
it after
But-
Lou Williams of all
Yes,
people?
yes.
Oh yeah, Lou Will's a big player in this.
So let me just get to it, right? So a month ago,
James
Atlanta
Harden.
announced in the last
James
month
Harden makes sense.
they were wanting to pay tribute to the iconic cultural institution of food, including the club's famous lemon pepper wings, a version
Lemon
which is named
pepper.
for former Hawks guard Lou
lemon
Williams.
pepper wet.
Along
Lemon pepper wet, Nate.
along with music and exclusive merchandise. Okay, so Adam Silver came out and said, when we became aware of the Atlanta Hawks' scheduled promotion, we reached out to the Hawks leadership to better understand their plans and rationale. He then
When they
goes-
said there was no titties, we said enough. No.
He goes on to say, while we appreciate the team's perspective and their desire to move forward, we have heard significant concerns from a broad array of league stakeholders, including fans, partners, and employees.
Adam Silver's having a bad
Hold
year.
on.
Yeah, and
It's one guy. It's one guy.
Adam Silver's having a bad year.
Yes, he is. Who's the guy?
Luke Cornett, right?
Luke Cornett. That's
Yeah.
it. Yes. There's a word I want to use that
whistleblower.
Sure. Let's
Whistleblower.
call it that,
Good
right?
for you, Luke.
What an absolute baby back.
Whistleblower.
Yeah, that. It's about the wings. They say it in the intro.
Everyone's hitting their mics
I'm
today.
getting heavy on this. This is a very important, close to my heart topic here, close to the chest. It's not about the titties. It was always the wings. The lemon pepper wet.
This argument does not sound like it's for the wings.
Listen, no,
It does not
no.
add-
Hold on, Nate.
It
Hold
wouldn't
on.
be this passionate if it was about the wings.
Okay, but the wings, Nate. You go to a basketball game. Let's just say you're in the heat, the armpit of America, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, and you're going to a Hawks game, and they have the most tender, juicy, finger-licking, good, boneless wings or regular wings. We don't care. Bone in, bone out. We don't discriminate. And they serve them to you at the stadium.
Have you had these wings?
And it just so happens to be a woman that's scantily clad and dressed, titties hanging out maybe a little bit, delivering said wings to you. It's about the wings, not the tits. No, I haven't had the wings. I'm just very passionate about wings.
How do you know they actually
Because they're having a night about it, guys.
There's World Baseball Classic, there's March Madness, and we're talking about this.
Wings.
Well, I'm just saying.
Why?
Listen, I guess to Nick's point, right? There were players literally leaving the NBA bubble during a global pandemic to go get these wings.
Deal.
So,
It's a big deal.
I just.
Two bigs.
So that being said,
A lot of bigs.
rapper T.I. was supposed to perform at halftime. He still came in. He still did it. Joke's on Adam Silver, though, right?
Bailed
So
out.
they may have bailed out on the Magic City night, but they beat the Magic for their 10th straight win, completely blowing out our talk 2 weeks ago now about being the most mid team, right? Because now they're 10 wins ahead of that 500 record. Good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
They're going to come back crashing down to earth at some point. Don't sweat it.
Fair enough. But hey,
Everybody pays the consequences when
Just
you
'cause-
don't have a
just
Magic
because-
City night.
well, the fans still showed up, though. There were 18,000 fans in attendance,
Well, listen.
despite that.
To be fair,
yeah.
they live in Atlanta.
And
what
also,
else
like-
got to do there.
Probably still the same Magic City crowd that would have showed up had they kept that promotion. They're not getting ESPN app. These people that are going to this wing place, they're getting their notices and their news by mail. They don't know that this is a controversy. They were going to show up with or without the wings. And tits.
Anyway, okay. All right. Well, fair. I mean, hey, good,
Third degenerate punch is what I'm
kudos to
getting
the
at.
Hawks. Kudos to the Hawks for beating the Magic. I don't have the score of the game, but I think the last bit of NBA real quick before we
Thank
get
you.
further off
This
topic
is what I wanted to talk about.
is of for me it's a very big gray area, but it's nice enough. Nate, give us the title. Give us the title.
I don't know what the title is.
That's
but,
fine.
I don't even know.
Luka Doncic
What's he
is
doing?
on a tear right now since his
Fiance.
fiance decided to leave him.
Oh.
And now they're in court
Whoa.
for fighting for child custody.
I didn't know he had
Yes.
kids.
And so for the last 6 games since this has happened, he is averaging like 36, 7, and 7. And for perspective, in the first quarter in these last 6 games, his first quarter stats are better than Richard Jefferson's career averages.
Wow.
Friggin' wild.
So
Legendary.
Yes, I went in. So Polymarket reported this sometime this week. Yeah, so the Lakers are accordingly 6-0 since his custody battle began, and he's averaging 37 points per game, 9
Insane.
rebounds, and 8 assists.
You got to love it.
Well, but here's my problem with it. He's actually been going on with this. His wife, his fiance, left the country in December. Okay, so this has been going on for months, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Well, hold on. She probably wasn't from the country to begin with, right?
Right, yes. But
I'm
so
just assuming not.
Luka went to, I believe they were in Slovenia.
So that could be normal is what I'm
He went back to have his second child. He came back to continue playing because she was pregnant at the time.
Okay.
And she stayed. She's not returning with the kids.
The way you described that made it sound like he was having the baby.
Well, for all we know.
I was like, that explains the weight gain.
Yes.
Ha ha!
Hey!
Good on him for playing,
though. Yeah.
So anyway, all these reports came out on March 11th, and the Lakers are technically only 3-0 since that report came out. So I tried Googling when did the custody battle start, and there is no specific date. It only says March of 2026. So for them to get the exact science of 6-0 down, I don't see that. I would think maybe we go look since December on his stats on how the Lakers have done, where he's gone.
He's just hating.
I'm not hating. I'm happy that he's doing well in a time of crisis.
Hating.
You're hating.
I'm definitely not hating.
You're hating. No, this is how I know you're hating.
You're not letting this man have his moment.
You're hating. I can tell you're hating right now because that is an objectively like sick stat that we should, even if it is fake, we should be pretending it's 7-0 and it's the realest thing ever.
But that's my problem. I think
we should be
I think they're on like an
encouraging
8-game win
this.
streak. Is my point.
And we should attribute it all to Luka's estranged wife.
Yeah, fiance.
Whatever.
Ex-fiance.
Whatever. He's a cuck. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't
He's
say
getting
that.
cucked.
Whoa.
Come on. You don't. You leave the country.
But if she's not from here, like you mentioned,
Yeah, which means she's got a roster back home, boys. Come on. He's getting
Probably
cucked.
fair.
What are we talking about here?
I'm not gonna go any defamation route here. I don't
I'm
know.
not confirming or denying.
This was not in the
any of
articles
this.
that I was looking at.
But let me
know.
just raise a hypothetical here. I don't know. Name any professional athlete ever who ever split with their wife. How often of the time? There's always somebody else. There's always something else going on. What are we talking about? He's being cucked. Let's just call it. Yep.
Poor Luka.
Tom Brady, right?
Perfect example.
Well,
he is the best example because what woman on earth would dare cheat with that man? The GOAT, like the picture of men's whatever health and
Physique.
fitness and physique. Yeah, we're just gonna. All it takes is one jiu-jitsu coach. That's it.
If it weren't for
One
her,
jiu-jitsu
by
coach.
the way, he would have gone to Chicago.
That's a good point.
Just saying.
That's a good point.
She was a big reason why he didn't go there.
I also my understanding was that the
it
Bears
wasn't
were just
the
not
only-
willing to give him an offer.
It wasn't
period.
the only reason, but a part of the
Fair enough.
decision was she didn't want to be somewhere cold, and Chicago's,
But Foxborough.
Well, my point is when he was leaving.
Oh, okay.
she
So
wanted
her
to
mind was
go-
already. We're
Right.
heading
She
out.
wanted
Okay.
to go somewhere warm.
That's valid. That's valid then.
So,
Okay. And I'm glad we're talking about NFL now. I mean, because I think that's perfect transition here. There's a little bit more news. We'll just hit the few bigger topics before we get into March Madness real quick, because I know there's a lot we want to talk about.
We're snip snapping. Are we doing the snip snap?
Snip snap, but with some quick detail. So starting off
Snip
with
snap.
Max Crosby and his canceled
Snip.
trade.
crazy.
Did we officially talk about that
No.
last? Oh, we just missed this by like 12 hours. didn't
Correct,
we?
because he got traded right after.
That's right. I was like, I swear we had to have talked about that.
Nope. So he was traded.
Wait, hold on. Make the announcement.
Breaking news. Max Crosby was traded to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks.
What?
Breaking news.
No way.
The Ravens back out of the deal.
And
What?
Trey Hendrickson.
So who does he play for then?
The Raiders.
Oh, kill me.
So we're going to go ahead and talk
What?
about this real quick. So
What?
for those who already know, and it was a pretty big topic the last few weeks, so we won't go too far into what the trade technically entailed there. But it came out...
2 first. That's it, right?
2 first. It came out that Ravens GM Eric DeCosta quoted, "I understand how people might maybe from afar..."
Maybe. He used maybe and afar back to back.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
would
that.
feel that way, but nobody's more upset about this than me. Gutted by it, actually. DeCosta then said during his 19-minute media session, "And so a big regret for me, but we will move forward as a football team." They then pivot to sign Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year, $112 million deal. But that was where I was going to leave it and move on. But before we got here and sat down today, Max Crosby was on the Rush podcast and broke down a little bit of how he felt. And Max Crosby is now on record saying he was livid and confused by the Ravens' decision to back out of a trade that would have sent him to Baltimore in exchange for 2 first-rounders.
His family was in the building.
So this is the big quote. This is the big quote that I pulled out of this, right? So on Monday, Crosby said the Ravens flew him to first class via Washington, D.C. to lack of direct flights to Baltimore, so he had to get off, he had to do what he had to do. So the next day, Tuesday, Crosby had a physical and an MRI, but didn't speak with the general manager, DeCosta, throughout the day. And now Crosby is on record saying, "I thought I was going to see DeCosta when I first got there. I don't know why. I'm going to not speculate." Crosby then mentions he just made the trade and I didn't see him for 5 hours. So they do the MRI, they do the physical. Now Crosby's waiting, and he says just before he left the facility, he met with Ravens head coach Jesse Minter and DaCosta, saying the energy just felt off. I dapped up the head coach, and he had a blank face, Crosby added. Crosby said he was terrified after DaCosta then informed him that one of the doctors had concerns about his knee and wanted to get additional opinions.
It's not like they knew he just got surgery, right?
Why would they?
Okay, can we take like a couple of steps back here? What was the exact quote from DaCosta? Because there was 2 points in there where it was like, oh, this guy's very clearly lying. And the first one was when he said, maybe from afar. Basically what he's saying is, maybe it's possible.
But he also adds might, right? So he says, in quote, I understand how people might, maybe from afar would feel that way.
That's three things. 3 unsure statements in a row, which essentially equates to you're just lying. Like, you know what I mean? Oh my God. And then the second one was when he was like, oh, we would have regrets. Big regrets. It's like he's taken a page out of like the worst liar's book ever.
Lying for
Double
dummies.
down on it. Make it really, really seem like you have big regrets and they'll believe you. It just, dude, that is too good. That is too good. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. The Raiders look like the smartest, most competent football team on the face of the planet because of this.
It's wild to be saying that about the Raiders.
Like the fact that they went out, they spent $1 trillion in free agency, and can still somehow afford to pay him.
But that's the thing, though, is they might have to back out of a contract or two based on him coming back.
Or restructure.
Yeah.
I think they still have space to restructure current contracts before they go and release anybody.
Maybe, but then you got to think of who on that roster, other than Crosby, has that big of a contract that they could restructure.
Well, they had 53 guys, and they won, 3 games last year?
Yeah.
They can get rid of a couple.
They can, there's some names.
I like to think a bad team has some bad players.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could work it out.
But some of them might not be making a lot of money.
Not that much money, but
there's a cap floor though, so like they're not making nothing, you know?
True. So that's where we got
That's crazy.
for the Crosby trade. Now we got to move down one more. Hey, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. The Vikings signed Kyler Murray.
Kyler.
So
welcome home, Kyler.
Yeah, he's on a 1-year deal,
Vikings
veterans
fan, right?
minimum.
You gotta like that.
According to all his posts, he was a Vikings fan.
It's got to get your
LeBron
Vikings
always
fan
knew
juices
that
flowing,
too.
right?
LeBron did know.
LeBron knew.
Well, he always knows.
100%.
He does. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We'll talk about that more as we move forward. The Patriots got a wide receiver 1.
Stop it. You're rage baiting me.
Am I?
Don't be an idiot. Wide receiver 1 is just not true. You can't be a wide receiver 1 if you've not had 1,000 yards in a season.
And I'm glad you mentioned that.
You cannot be wide receiver 1.
Close.
Well, so just before we get into that stat that Nate brought up, Romeo Doubs signs a 4-year deal worth $80 million with the New England Patriots. While he has never posted a 1,000-yard season, the 4th-round pick from 2022 has never had fewer than 42 catches in any of his 4 seasons, and only once has he had fewer than 600 yards in a season. But we're not talking about the ceiling, though.
Consistent.
Yeah, that's something.
And you got to think, let's look at the upside here. It's not like he's going to ever sit out a game from a concussion. He'll be good.
Well, he might at least get one.
No, he won't get a
He might
concussion.
get one. I mean,
You think just one?
Well, he might put a second guardian cap on.
I think, why not triple
I'm
up
sleeping
anyways?
on him.
Why not? We know.
Well, he might hit 800 yards. He might hit a career high.
That's big. That could be wide receiver 1 territory.
Well, I'm just saying because it's either between Booty and
Delusional.
Hollins, right?
This is exactly my point.
Yeah.
Dobbs doesn't bring those guys out. You need a real wide receiver 1. You need an A.J. Brown. You need whatever it takes. Heck, even Jalen Waddle.
I'll give you DJ Moore for a first.
I honestly, I wish.
Damn.
But you're already trading him.
We could have done the deal. Damn. I should have told the Bears.
Speaking of wide receivers, first-round
This is
picks,
ridiculous. So,
we can now pivot to Jalen Waddle going to Denver.
Yeah.
That happened today.
second and a fourth could have gone for
I
that.
thought it was a first.
So
I lied. I'm sorry.
You're right.
I'm
right.
sorry.
So
That's why the
Dolphins-
price on DJ
Yeah,
Moore
I know,
bumped
I'm
up, by
sorry.
the way.
yeah,
yeah.
Dolphins sent over Waddle and a 4th-round pick for a first-round pick, which was number 30, as well as a 3rd and 4th-round pick this year. So 1st, 3rd, and 4th.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Well, it's basically a first and third because they're getting a fourth back.
Swapping,
Yeah,
essentially.
they're swapping.
So, but that's the big thing, though. And here's something that we might have to look at later this week. Waddle is scheduled to undergo a physical with the Broncos.
Are we?
on Wednesday.
Listen, how high are we on Jalen Waddle? I've never been like.
Not for those
I'm-
picks.
That's what I'm getting
I
at.
think Cortland Sutton's better
I'm
than
so
Jalen Waddle.
desperate for a receiver, I would do that over Romeo Dobbs.
This is true. Well, Nate, let's
I
just.
would have given up a first and a third for Waddle.
Unfortunately, Nate, you're not in this equation because you guys would pay an astronomical amount for a wide receiver right now.
And, would we
Well,
though?
and for
Because
a
we
division
would just
rival.
back out of it last second.
Fair enough.
That's what we wouldn't give the Eagles what they wanted, which to be fair,
Which was what, 2 firsts or
to
something
be
like
fair,
that?
was a lot. But for a wide receiver
Nuts.
one, sometimes you gotta do it.
True, but
Sometimes you gotta do it.
I would caution you. I would caution you that A.J. Brown, where he's at right now, is he truly worth wide receiver one value?
Well, hang on, though. Well,
I think there's better.
Borderline.
what about a pivot? What
It's
about
close.
a pivot?
If he was a year younger, yes.
Yeah,
I
That's
don't know.
because of the fact that he's our age and he's gonna slowly start.
that's what I'm saying.
diminishing.
Yeah, it's like you've witnessed him at his peak. I think
I normally would be thinking in your mentality, but
you guys need help. Yeah, I get it.
need
I get
it.
it. I got it.
Here's
Listen, I got
my
it.
mentality,
need
right?
it.
I got it. I got it.
Now, as a fan looking at this, I would have never expected the Dolphins to move Waddle, just getting their new quarterback, because really, who's their wide receiver one?
to be fair, let's not act like they just got an all-pro quarterback.
But I'm just saying, you got to give him something, right?
We're
But
talking
this is-
Miami, right?
correct, and that's why I'm not.
Jalen Waddle was on the market this whole
Sure.
They were shopping him.
You're asking the wrong question, Brandon. Who's their wide receiver 2, 3, 4, 5? Who?
But that's
do they have any wide
that's-
I
receivers?
take
that's
it
what I'm
back.
saying.
I take it
Parker
back.
Washington. I think.
Miami's got a worse wide receiver core than us. It's
Yeah.
not
Sure.
even close.
Yeah, and so this to me shows they're going full tank.
Oh,
in my opinion,
really?
But that's hold on. I'm just saying.
Who could
Hold
have
on.
guessed the team that came in last?
Do you want me
in the
to
AFC?
pull up? Can we pull up their
just
dead
want-
cap space
So
this
actually,
year?
they came in third in the AFC East. My bad.
My point being is if New England's going to look at another team who might go full tank and look at a wide receiver who hasn't technically performed the way he should, maybe,
Too late.
just maybe, they might be able to throw out a first round, a third rounder for
No.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, I was eyeing him. I wouldn't be as thrilled about it as AJ.
You're not going to waste a first rounder on him.
But
I don't think
I
so.
wouldn't have wasted a first rounder on Jalen Waddle, but now the market's set.
I would have.
Whoa.
Between the two, I would definitely on Waddle.
Yeah. We are not comparing those two players right now, are we?
No, I'm
You
just saying.
just did, though. Jalen might be worth a first. Marvin Harrison is maybe not even worth a second overall.
It's hard. I think it's.
He
hard.
has not shown anything, and for his draft position, Marvin Harrison was supposed to be the next coming, and it's
He's-
like he
to
might
his
be
credit,
third
he's-
in his class right now.
You know, I can't make an excuse for him because Trey McBride has made it work.
That's who, yeah.
Trey McBride's literally the top tight
four
end
wide
by far.
He's 4 overall in receiving yards, I think, this year.
Now, but
so
now to
I
that-
was
I
gonna
guess to that
cut
point.
slack for Harrison, but I was like, actually no, because
Yeah.
Trey's doing it.
How much of that to that point though was Gannon and the offense? I'm just saying.
And that's fine. That's great. I
That's
get what
fair,
you're saying.
and I do understand.
We're talking current value, and the current value on a guy that we know nothing about, other than his dad played in the NFL and he's got a high pedigree, is not worth a first rounder. Jalen Waddle, who has a proven track record at the NFL level of doing it with Tyreek Hill on the field and with Tua off the field, I would
I
argue
think
he
that
is
argument
worth it.
goes the other way too, of saying that Jalen Waddle also has a track record of missing half the season sometimes.
This
So-
is true. It's a
This is
fair.
true. No,
He
that's
does
fair.
have-
That's fair.
He does have an injury.
That's
injury
fair.
history, and
That's fair.
Marvin,
But you would,
does not.
I would take that risk on something a doctor or somebody can look over and say, yeah, it's definitively a
take
problem.
risk on
It's
both.
definitively not. Versus, okay,
I
yeah,
just
that's
want
true,
a
Nate.
guy that could be wide
true,
receiver
Nate.
one.
That's true, Nate.
I'll throw out whatever at this point.
I'll
We'll give
offer
you Romeo Dobbs.
Jade Walker for a third rounder.
I'm not that dumb.
Damn it. Almost had him there. That would've been
I'll give you a
great deal.
second though.
Well, in that case,
I'm just saying. I mean,
deals off, first rounder or bust.
there's maybe a chance that Garrett Wilson, although I don't see the division trading in. I mean,
How about Justin Fields to
that's my next
Kansas
topic
City?
here. Yeah, which is crazy to me.
Love that. Good on him.
QB1, Justin Fields.
Yeah, because Mahomes is still going to be recovering.
And that was a trade, right?
It was a trade.
Did he have any sort of player option or any sort of like option to decline?
No, I don't believe so.
I didn't think so either.
So the Chiefs sent over a 6th-round pick for 2027 for Fields. So in order to facilitate the trade, the Jets are paying $7 million of Fields' $10 million contract, guaranteed anyway.
Genius.
And a source
It's a
told,
great pickup for running back one.
Yeah, so Kansas City's going to pay the remaining $3 million.
Thank you.
I get it. Well, it's
Thank
funny,
you.
and I just laugh at this because
They overpaid for their backup running back. By the way,
It's true.
Kenneth Walker
And who didn't they just lose somebody too? No, or
Isaiah Pacheco.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Didn't he just sign
running
Detroit?
back 4?
Taz, you heard about that?
Whatever.
His self-proclaimed nickname.
We're not doing the self-proclaimed nicknames again. No,
We
we're
are.
not. No,
we
we're
are,
not.
yeah.
No, we're not.
Because
Nope.
they're like, is this going to be the new Sonic? And he's like, nah,
Yeah.
man, I'm going to be Taz the way I'm going to be spinning around that field and whatever. And it's like,
Pacheco said this.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course he would.
Yeah.
I hate that man.
Each day we stray further from the Lord's light.
This is true.
So, but yeah, I mean, just to hit on the Justin Fields,
Yeah.
to me, it's rather ironic that the Jets were like, do we want Geno Smith or Justin Fields? What turd is going to shine better and get us one more win this year?
Hey, I've got a
Well,
different
if you-
perspective here. If those are the questions the Jets ownership or GM are asking, they don't understand what the hell's going on.
You have to understand.
This is like next year, guys, is not going to be a competitive year. Does not matter who the quarterback is. In fact, we should want the quarterback that's going to
Hey,
do worse.
speaking of
You
this,
gotta understand that this is the organization that their owner doesn't want certain guys because of their Madden rating.
that's true.
You
Which, by
do
the
need
way,
to take into account that this organization is just a clown show.
There is
Time
a
out, though.
theory.
Isn't that the owner's kid that does that, and then he just listens to his kid, or am I mistaken? Or is it?
He might be listed. I don't remember.
I can't remember if it was Woody Johnson
point
himself or
is,
if it was one of his kids that are
there's
telling
some
him.
sort of
It's bad
connection.
either way.
It's a terrible look either way.
Yeah.
They
So-
are a disastrous
The Jets.
organization.
you've heard the theory, though, the speculation, right? The mad rumor mill that's going on with the potential Jets coaching system, right?
With the building?
no.
So we all
Who's
know.
listening to Jets rumors?
We all know who they're.
That's a good point.
What rumor
You
do they
two-
have other than
Who's
they
got
might
their
be
ear to
old?
the
Let me
Jets
go there. Let me go there.
grindstone?
Adam's interested. I saw his head peek up. So, do you know who they just signed as their offensive coordinator this year?
No, it's the Jets.
Butch
I
Taylor.
have no idea.
They signed Frank Reich
Oh, I did hear
to
that.
his third, if not, it's his third or whatever.
Not the
so,
third.
well, that's the point,
Yeah.
though. So, if Aaron Glenn does not succeed halfway through his second year, there's a chance that they just fire Aaron Glenn and promote Frank Reich.
Oh, yeah?
To now his third tenure.
Oh yeah, and Frank Reich, the guy who is like famously
Reich in his third.
You know, I understand.
Oh,
in his third head coaching position.
Whoa!
We got to
careful what you're saying.
That might be a cut right there.
Be
we might
careful
have
what you're
to, yeah.
saying
And now he's
there.
going to have
You're
access to
tiptoeing.
Jets. So,
Now you're really tiptoeing
You're,
here.
you're really.
I'm not the one who made it. I'm just saying it's just, but anyway.
All right, we've all.
I don't even know if
we've
I
all
can bring
got-
up my Reich story
See,
now.
Now we've all had our moment tonight.
Mainly Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
my
agree.
bad.
Freaking-
My
Yeah,
bad.
we didn't
Censor
go
him.
that
We've been
far.
very
I
good.
just used the wrong word.
We'd say
I'm sorry.
We didn't even do nothing.
You,
What?
Sorry.
I definitely heard a bleep in my ear at one point from you.
No, you didn't.
From at least
No,
one point.
you didn't. You're mistaken. You get hearing aids. I don't know what to tell you.
We must be getting mad, and I think it's time for March Madness at this point.
Sure.
Real quick. So
Sure.
I know we're going to do our brackets. We're going to be talking about it for the next few weeks here. You got any picks for the first round of 64 real quick for the fellas
I
and
have
gals
them, and
listening?
I already am forgetting them. I
Do
have
you want me to pull up?
No, so my first and foremost, my thought is watch out for the Razorbacks. I think they've got a 2-guard combo in Acuff and Brazil that I think they have the stuff to make it far in the NCAA tournament. And I think they got the coach. They've got the story. I think they could actually go in for a run. So watch out for the Razorbacks throughout this tournament. I think there's a lot of value if you're playing on that. Now,
That was almost
what?
that was almost a slip up, but keep going.
It was nowhere near a slip up. Razorbacks?
Well,
That's not even close to the other one. I could say something way worse.
Don't keep going. You're doing great.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Next up, I also think we're talking big picture right now. We can go into specifics for round 20 or round of 64, but right now specifics. I think you also have a good hedge opportunity on Purdue. They've got a lot of experience coming back from this tournament from last year, right? They were the #1 overall team ranked coming into the season this year. Now they're the number 2 overall in the NCAA tournament with Braden Smith returning. Very important senior guard. That is, you need the experience in the tournament, which they have over the last few years. They got a returning core. They're a good team here. They are a very good team. They fit all the bills. I would love to put a wager on them to win it all. Hedge them. I think they're like plus 2,800 right now. There's some quick hedge opportunities. With that being said, I've got 2 overarching themes, and I think this is going to be true for the next millennia, if you will, this first one. I think the age of the Cinderella is behind us.
Oh, we all agreed on that.
We talked about it last year, but it wasn't documented, so we're going to document it. I think the NIL and the transfer portal have just decimated the Cinderella run. I think you're going to see more, and we saw it firsthand last year, more 1 seeds overall making it. It was all 4 number 1 seeds making the Final Four last year. That shouldn't happen every year. I get it. They're the best teams, but that should not happen each and every year. I think you're going to see something similar this year with Michigan, with Duke, and depends, right? Do we have Houston coming out of that region? Do we have Florida? I could see Houston. We'll see. And then the last number 1 overall, Arizona, who in my opinion is playing some of the hottest basketball coming into the tournament right now. I would not put anything past them until they get up against Purdue. Now, if that's the Elite 8 matchup in that round of the bracket, give me Purdue. That's my call. I'm calling my shot right now. But again, my overarching theme is that you're just done with the Cinderella runs. That being said,
I think... Are they on the same side of the bracket? I thought Purdue was on Michigan's side.
They are.
Who?
Purdue.
And
Purdue's in the East, right?
Check it again. I think Purdue...
No, Duke's the East.
Yeah.
Never mind. Then they're the West.
I think Purdue lines up with... I could be wrong.
I thought
because they're in the same bracket as Miami and.
Nope. Yeah, you're right. Who am I thinking of? I was thinking of Iowa State.
I was about to be like, you throw all my picks out here because apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think there's a good matchup there, but as far as round of 64 games, I don't hate the TCU game against Ohio State. Not that that's much of a upset per se. Oh, okay.
Is it on?
At any rate.
No. It's just it's been very, very choppy.
It's fine.
Okay.
We can.
Yours has been fine this whole time, but it's pretty much been on your face for about 50% of the time, or more now. So.
Weird. Okay.
Excellent. I don't know what the deal is with the Wi-Fi or whatever.
That's fine.
It's choppy. Like right now it looks okay, but I completely turned my internet off on my phone, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
Oh, well, I mean, all right.
Well, we can wrap it here, but well,
that's fine. No, it's okay. We could still just run through it real quick then.
I was gonna say, if you give me I just need to see the bracket. That's the problem, dude. Because I have a couple of good games. Like VCU, I think is a great team to pick on.
Sure.
As an 11 seed. I believe they're 11 seed, right?
VCU.
They're 11 or 12.
I know ball.
I'm getting mixed up with UVA because UVA is a 3. I think.
I also get them mixed up with Vanderbilt.
And they're a 5. Yeah.
But I'm almost certain VCU
Which by
is
the
the
way,
11th.
While he looks this up,
why do they? Oh, okay. They just had P. Crow Armstrong as they were showing the picture on the mound. I'm like, what the hell? Wait, what?
If I'm looking at any 5 to 12 game this year, all the 5s are doing pretty good, but I think the one that's going to stand out the most, and I think is going to be the one upset, is McNeese making it through 64 again.
McNeese,
but they play
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, and I don't get me wrong. Yeah,
the numbers just where I'm at with the basketball power index are about the same as they were last year with their matchup for Clemson.
To be fair, Clemson was 8. They might have put on the worst.
It was bad.
Basketball performance I've ever seen of a major, not necessarily program, but a major university.
Yeah,
that was embarrassing.
I would agree with that, and I also think McNeese is somehow, for whatever reason, I think McNeese is like a trap spot right now for McNeese, aka. I think people are overvaluing the hell out of that run from last year because they had the Aura King. I'm serious, dude. Like
I'm not.
that you don't realize how much that does sway fandom and
it was a lot
lines and
more
whatnot.
favorable matchup, no doubt.
But it's
no
like
less favorable.
when you have hundreds of teams out there and like the layman people are looking at 64 of them on a bracket, they're gonna say, "Oh, McNeese, why is that familiar?" Oh, that's right, it's because of this one guy.
I picked him only because they're ASU's former conference rival, so I just had to
Fair enough.
I had to give him love just because it was like, hey, we used to be pals. I'll give you your respect, but. The upset I'm looking at right now, big one. It's not 5-12. I'd watch out if I'm Nebraska right now. You're coming in ice cold into the tournament. Started 20-0, but you slid right into it. And on top of that, you had the pressure of winning your first tournament game ever. They've never won a single game. So if you're ice cold, you have that on your mind. You're not shooting well. I could see Troy sneaking by on them here, so that's one I'm watching.
I also have a U of I take that you're gonna hate. I think UPenn upsets U of I.
I don't think they upset us, but I think I did not like the draw of Penn because of I saw the highlights of the end of that game. Powers or whatever his name is, dude is nasty.
Dude, he shoots like 50% from the arc.
I know.
And he's the second coming of Jack Golke, dude. Like he is
the exact kind of guy that goes off.
I know. That's my point, dude.
Why it sucks because I felt like for Illinois, this was a relatively favorable
path. It really is. It really is
for our offense. The issue is we can't stop squat.
I know,
and we're gonna go up against a guy that I'd be willing to bet he drops 30. I have a stat.
Yeah.
If Illinois allows less than 82, we've won all but one game this year.
How many teams have... There's probably a lot of teams that can say that, though.
Here's the thing. This is where it gets ugly, Nick. When we have allowed more than 82, we're 0-7.
Okay, there you go.
It gets bad.
That's tough.
It gets bad. So if we allow more than 82 points, it's over. And I could see... My problem is I don't know who else on Penn could carry the weight.
They got two guys that are absolute shooters, dude. Okay. Absolute shooters.
I don't know about the other guy, but
and so I forget the guy's name, but like both of them are on average like 50% from beyond the arc. Yeah. Inside 2-pointer in the paint is like non-existent for these guys.
It's gonna be rough, but if Illinois can get out of this,
Powers has only shot like 3 free throws all season.
If Illinois could get out of this, they could.
They got a good path.
If the defense holds up. They got a good path. I think Houston's probably the most favorable 2 seed we could deal with.
Yeah.
I think the most vulnerable.
Do not sleep on Houston, though.
I'm not sleeping on them. I'm just saying if we wanted to make a Final Four run, they're probably our best matchup.
Yeah.
And the best 1 seed matchup that we could have drawn was Florida.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, Florida being a 1 seed is not... Nobody's talking about them.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody's talking about Florida, and it's like, guys, those were the national champions. Do you realize? Yeah, it's crazy to hear wild. This. They won back-to-back championships in 2006 and 2007, right? Yeah. Neither one of those years entered as a 1 seed. This is the first time in program history that they've gone back-to-back years entering as the number 1 overall seed.
That's actually wild.
It's crazy because, like, again, you wouldn't think that because they were back-to-back national champions. So. That's my little tidbit. Brandon, I can see, is totally checked out of this because of the camera situation.
That's not true. Well, partly, but no, I also have a few games that specifically in the round of 64 that I've broken down. One of them has got, I think, some better detail at what I've gone through. Some that I really haven't, but I'm just riding my gut with. So you could call them upsets. You could call them whatever you want. But the games I'm looking at right now are kind of the toss-ups, the 7-10s, the 9-8s. And I think the first one and the one that I'm backing, which you could consider it upset in terms of seeding, but I think they're going in as the slight edge and favorite. I think Utah State's going to upset Villanova. I think that's going to be the 1-9 seed for sure that's going to move forward.
I just hate calling it 8-9 upset.
But I'm just, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I technically pick them.
I think Utah State is favored.
By 2.5.
Yeah.
It's not really it.
Yeah, that's not. Oh my God, crazy.
I understand.
You picked the favorite
in terms of the seeding, right? Because if they win, they're still going to say the upset, the first upset, right?
Yeah, but then you realize like 52% of 5 to 11 or 5 to 12 seeds are upsets.
Yeah.
So upsets.
Those are true upsets.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of, not necessarily, dude.
So?
In terms of seeding, yes, but the way that they're seeded in that tournament is such that like a 5 seed maybe is a 1 or 2 point favorite on the actual spread of that game going into it mostly.
Yes.
There's been a lot of times where
not paid
12
attention.
seeds are like favored by 2 or 3 points going into those games.
That's wild.
It's just like symptom of how they go about seeding and with, conference winners versus at-large bids and whatnot.
And this
It's
is-
stupid.
For me, the
But
big
that's
thing.
why.
I shouldn't say the big thing, but the big facts I'm looking at with this: Villanova lost their first game in their tournament, respectively, to Georgetown. They lost the turnover battle. They had 5 turnovers. Georgetown had 14, and they still tied on points off of turnovers, which is just a stat that I
Big
went
East
through.
play, though, dude. Big East play. You got to...
But that's what I'm saying, right? So I just think in terms of the turnover battle, Utah State's coming in hot. They won all 3 games. I know it's Las Vegas, Nevada, and San Diego State, but in my opinion,
Where's this being held at?
were the games being played?
Yeah, which just which region?
It's the top right one. I don't have that off the top of my
That
head.
could be depending on the bracket. I mean, that's...
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up in a little bit. But I'm just saying, I do
North? East?
I don't know. I don't know. I can pull it up. I can pull it up. But-
It's unimportant. It's unimportant. Continue.
So that's the one game I'm going with. That's the 3:00 game for Thursday. Moving down to 5:00, the number 8 Clemson, number 9 Iowa. I'm taking Clemson as the 2.5 dog.
Why are we talking about 8-9 games?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I was looking at.
He's
That's-
like, I got some
Those are-
juicy upsets for you.
picked-
No,
picked-
no, no,
you
no,
picked
no, no,
the
no.
most-
8-9.
You picked the most boring,
Yeah.
unimportant games ever.
I'm out
because
here saying
they're
you
real to me,
honestly-
damn it.
Honestly, there's nothing worse than being an 8 or a 9 seed,
Yeah.
statistically speaking.
But that's to the point that Nick
There's
made.
nothing worse.
To the point
than
that
being
Nick
those 2
made.
seeds.
I'm right there with him. I think the Cinderella runs are going to start dying the next few years, if
They
not
already have.
permanently. And that's why I am looking at some of these games, because
already
I'm
have.
not necessarily saying correct, but I'm not looking at these saying watch out for the big game this time. But these are the games for me that are closer, and I think for me are going to draw more attention to my TV saying this game's supposed to be a close one versus these 10.5 plus point games.
After what Clemson did last year, I am not watching any game they're involved in.
Yeah, they were.
That game
fine.
was such.
They had such high
That was
hopes too. They had
so
they had
bad.
great ratings, man.
And I could be wrong. More often than not, I am.
It's gonna be
I'm
Duke.
not tuning that game in.
It's gonna be Duke.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's sad.
The last game I have, I know Nate's not happy with it.
It's gonna be
is-
UConn.
It's not, as a matter of fact. It's the 9:00 game Thursday with the number 10 seed Missouri Tigers going up against the number 7 seed Hurricanes, and I'm taking Miami at the 1.5 point.
Give me
Oh, you're
Mizzou.
taking Miami? No,
Yeah,
I
give me
hate
Mizzou.
I hate Mizzou basketball.
Wait, you hate the U or you hate Mizzou?
I hate Mizzou.
Okay.
I'm happy with that pick.
Oh,
That's fine.
Mizzou's Illinois' rival, which nobody would know because nobody cares about either program. But,
Okay, I gotta. We're gonna die. We're gonna doll out. You guys have rivals, Illinois? Really? I mean, I feel like you make everybody's a rival.
For basketball, yes.
I've heard Wisconsin's a rival. I've heard Indiana's a rival. I've heard Ohio State's a rival. Now
No,
Mizzou's a
I
rival.
hate those schools
Maybe
'cause I
you're
hate
just
them.
not good enough to have
Hang on.
rivals.
Football, yes. Actually,
enough. Okay,
football,
fair
yes.
enough.
Basketball, we've been more of a basketball program.
This is
as they
true.
call
This
it.
is true.
Mizzou.
basketball
We
program.
we have always had a rivalry with Missouri.
All right. I still
had
like
to beat
Mizzou
them.
in this matchup, though.
I do too, despite the fact that we dropped 90 on them and they could even score
Yeah.
50 on our defense. So if that's telling,
Yeah.
they're getting clocked next game. If they get out of it, they're getting absolutely smoked.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
agree.
going to enjoy it.
Well, those are the 3 I had. Those are I think that's probably the wrap of it there.
Probably.
So I think by next week, the round of 32 will be over too. So we'll be getting closer to the Sweet 16 talk a little bit, which I know you'll have more info on when we get there. But so yeah, I think the next few weeks are going to be some March Madness talk, some college, gab.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, I think that's it. Maybe put a bow on it, get the heck out of here, and
Oh, women's hoops. UConn wins. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair
There
enough.
we go. That's our coverage for the other bracket.
all
What
right.
about South Carolina?
Nah, it's UConn.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I didn't know South Carolina had a program.
Well, buddy. Buddy. All right, that's a show.
That's it. Yeah, be sure to like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And hey, tell your friends and tell them to tell their friends because we want to know what their thoughts are.
Yep.
Give us some
That
comments.
sucks.
And we support the paraplegics.
Paralympics.
Pair of those.
The Paralympics. We support you guys.
Support Paralegs. The Paralympics.
And with that, we're out. We've been out about 5 minutes ago.
Para